Welcome to Dodger Fan Weekly 2016. I'm Adele.
And I'm Anadel.
And we love the Dodgers. This is our 4th season of Dodger Fan Weekly.
Yes, we want to thank you all for joining us.
That's right. Now, this season, we're going to spend a lot of time...
Hi, everybody, and a very pleasant good evening to you, wherever you may be.
It's his last season.
That's right.
Definitely. And so we're going to feature Vin as much as we can on Dodger Fan Weekly.
Because we know Vinny's not coming back. And a lot of you are still not going to get to see him or hear him. But we'll try and have his voice here as much as we can.
So, out with the old,
in with the new.
Oh, Zach, where's Zach Greinke?
He's not here. Gone. He's in Arizona.
That's why we don't have a bobblehead.
Yeah. But the old Mattingly's out.
Yes.
Doc is in.
Yes, he is.
Dave Roberts. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. We've invited one of our regular special guests to Dodger Fan Weekly, Howard Cole. He is the founding director of the IBWAA, Internet Baseball Writers Association of America. And he does a sports beat for Forbes.com.
He's written for LA Weekly. He's written for the Giants of all teams.
And today he's here to talk about Doc. Without further ado, Howard Cole. You did it. You got your wish. Don Mattingly is gone. And the Dodgers in the house.
Not on me. Not taking any credit for that.
Really?
Well, maybe a little.
Well, you were a little instrumental, we think. You were vocal anyway.
So the big question
I don't miss
is...
him.
I'm sure you don't.
I wish him well. I think Miami is a perfect place for him. Perfect.
Good.
Okay.
And so the question is... the question is...
No pressure to win.
And it's far across the country. All those
Completely
places.
ridiculous ownership.
So let me ask you, anyone is better than Donnie, but is the Doc the guy that is better
he's the
than
guy.
Donnie?
He's the guy.
Oh, good.
Absolutely.
So you like him. I like him too.
I
so.
like him. I mean, I'll admit that part of it is because I liked how he was as a player.
How about, let's talk about how it's going to be different. It's not Donnie Ball, it's Doc Ball, right?
Well, now, and when he's a player, he's a stealer, he's a bunter.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he's going to use that bunt?
Well, he was somebody that would lay down and drag bunt, bunting for a hit, not sacrificing.
Okay.
Not that we can necessarily say that since he did that as a player, but he appreciates the running game. It's about the running. The running game is more than just you're on first, you splash a sign, and you steal
Right.
second, which is what Mattingly thought the running game was. And once Dee Gordon was gone, that was it. We don't have somebody that can steal second base, so we don't run.
Well, that's true, but we also did not have a team for a couple of years that, played small ball.
Right.
They were hitting.
Well, but that comes from
swinging-
the manager.
Okay.
You can always send a guy. You can always put a guy in motion. Then it opens up a hole in the infield. Single through the hole, first and third, nobody out.
Well,
you can always do that.
That brings up another point, though. Somebody's on base. Historically, in the last couple of years, the Dodgers have not had hitters that get up and play pepper, that hit the ball, put the ball in play to move somebody forward. They swing for the fences.
You flash a sign. I'm sorry. That was Mattingly. I don't want to... You wanted me to talk about it. I
Okay.
don't want to talk that much about it, but that was... You can do that with anybody. I mean,
Okay.
it's better with certain guys at the plate. A.J. Ellis always puts the ball on the bat on the ball.
Yes, he does.
So it's almost... It doesn't even matter who the base runner is. You want to... You can always run. Always. I mean, not every inning, not every situation, but you can always run. It's just a matter of philosophy. We're going to see that. Guys going from first to third. They keep stats on that now.
Right.
People taking extra base, and the Dodgers were way down at the bottom last year.
Always.
And, well, the last couple of years,
Yeah.
And that's going to change. You'll see.
Well, this year a big question mark is our pitching depth. We've got Clayton Kershaw.
That's all.
And
That's
we've
all
got
we-
Clayton Kershaw.
We've got Clayton Kershaw. Is Doc going to handle the rotation well and the bullpen and all of those situations
Well, yeah.
differently than Donnie?
I mean, it's the front office. that did put together all this quote-unquote pitching depth. And the word depth has been overused in spring.
yeah.
I wrote an article about how I thought it was basically, it's just starting pitching depth. It's not depth per se.
Right.
And they've already had a bunch of injuries. I mean, Ryu's down. He's not coming back. I mean, we might not see him again ever. We might not see him until the summer. You know, Anderson's gone for the year. We're not going to see McCarthy until the summer, if ever.
Right.
You know, Wood had a forearm stiffness. He's already had Tommy John surgery. So
And then the two young guys already back in the
They
minors.
sent them back.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's fine. They weren't going to pitch in April.
And what do you think?
Urias, you're talking about Urias and De Leon.
De Leon,
So
right.
we have one starter. How is our hitting?
Jock Peterson's a big deal. I mean, we're going to see if he's, you know, he's been working with Turner Ward and trying to rework his swing, and he did have one really bad game where he just looked clueless and struck out 3 times.
In spring training, you mean?
Yes, I think it was the first televised game, and but
For
you know,
some of us.
he's been getting on base, and
Is he still striking out a lot?
yeah,
Yeah.
but
See, that's an issue.
yeah, but if he's going to lead off, and I looked it up. We're only talking about versus right-hand pitching anyway, and even with all of the struggles that Jock had last year, especially in the second half, where he just completely fell off the table, and even with Ether having a really good year, the difference in their on-base percentage was something like 20 points against right-hand pitching. Ether was 383, Jock was 361. 361 is pretty good. So even with all those struggles, he still hit on-base percentage of 361 versus right-hand pitching. He's your leadoff hitter. If he's hitting at all, he's your leadoff hitter.
Puig,
Bullpen.
Casimir,
Division.
go.
Puig.
Yes.
Puig's going to be absolutely fine.
Okay.
They asked him to lose weight. He lost weight.
Yes, he did.
Doc came in and said, fresh start. It's a fresh start. You know,
I like that.
Puig made some comments up Mattingly that were a little bit edgy, but understandable. It's like, we didn't understand each other. Fine, it's over. I always said a manager's job is to manage 25 guys, not 24,
That's
not
right.
23. Just find a way. And Doc knows how to do that.
Okay.
Now, bullpen.
Bullpen, I think it's going to be good. I'd like more. I'd like another left-hander, a really good left-hander.
Who's your favorite in our bullpen?
Oh, well, of course, Jansen, Kelly.
Right. And we've still got JP. He's
Yeah.
always good. How's Hatcher going to do?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, he had a strong finish last year. I know
Yeah,
that.
he
so
showed
hopefully
promise,
that'll-
so-
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah.
I like this guy, Lewis Coleman, the
Okay.
guy from Kansas City. And he's out of options. I'm pretty sure he's going to make the team.
Casimir.
Cashmere. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know.
Wasn't that a
what's
song by Led Zeppelin?
going- Yes, and it's also a big bit on Seinfeld that we could do. Cashmere.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I really wanted them to sign him. I like him a lot, but he's a bit of a mess right now.
Yeah.
And his comments were just sounded like he's confused. So we'll see. Maybe he'll throw his next spring game. Maybe he'll throw 4 or 5 innings and get the heater up to 93 miles an hour, and he'll be fine. And
Well-
then we'll just go, okay, well, spring training.
We need him. So everybody's shored up. That's for sure. Arizona got our
Well,
guy.
if you believe that they're going to be good, we'll see. They're having a good spring training, if that matters.
You
They
never
beat
know.
us.
Zach Greinke is going to pitch opening day for them.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Obviously, I like him to still be a Dodger, but $200 million is just, they had to draw a line in the midget line. So I don't think we can look back on that.
We can't look back. It's about forward. Moving forward.
Moving forward.
Everybody clap your hands. That's our show for this week.
Thank you for tuning in, and come back and see us all season long.
And thank you, Howard.
Thanks for having me.
Always great.
I'm Adele.
I'm Anadel.
That's Howard. See you next show.
Hi, everybody, and a very pleasant